Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 9 of Season 3 here in the Newcastle United Career Mode series on FIFA 19. Today we can assure ourselves of top spot in the Europa League group if we're able to win against Grasshopper Zurich. We might well do it if we lose, providing that Besiktas are not victorious against Ghent in their game. We follow that one up with one on the Sunday against Southampton at home. And it's Manchester United. Manchester United is going to be a difficult one, I think, on the 5th, on Saturday. So we'll wait and see what happens in that particular game. But we're going to be doing what we mentioned we might do in the last episode. And actually, what was quite intriguing was that I'd come to the conclusion of trying Rashford at striker and Kennedy on the left kind of on my own whilst recording ahead for a few days because, as you know, I was in Paris recently for the last week or so. And in the comment section of videos whilst I was away, before I got to the episode, before you guys saw the episode where I thought to myself, maybe I should try Rashford at striker, you guys were suggesting that in the comment section as well. So we're on the same wavelength there. So we're going to try Rashford at striker here against Grasshopper. We're going to put Kennedy on the left, and Rebic has dropped to the bench. A few people were saying maybe try Rebic at left mid. So maybe quite literally just swap Rashford and Rebic around. But we'll try Kennedy to start off with on the left-hand side. And then maybe we'll throw Rebic at left mid against Southampton and see what happens in that particular game with that particular lineup. But for now, I'm very happy with the way things are going this season. We're having a good, solid season in the Premier League. Looking like we might well be challenging at the top of the table for a Champions League spot. The actual league itself is very heavily swayed to Manchester City's favour this early on, but hopefully we can build on the last episode where we got a win against Everton and a win against Ghent. We kind of lost against Leicester, but fingers crossed, a good win against Grasshopper, a win against Southampton, and then anything against Manchester United, and we'll be in a much more solidified position as we head towards the January transfer window. So drop the video a like if you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to ensure you don't miss out on any further content. Apologies that there wasn't any videos yesterday. I just quite simply wasn't back from Paris in time to be able to get anything up for you. But you've got videos back now and the full schedule will be resumed. So let's crack on. Let's go and play Grasshopper and then take on Southampton. Lascelles. Forward there to Kondogbia. That's a poor pass looking for Julian Draxler. Now Grasshopper could have us on the back foot here. Swept up wide to Anderson. That's actually brilliantly done. Support here from Dumbia. Inside to Bakrami. And Anderson with the effort, and Dubravka can palm it away only. Corner for Grasshopper Zurich. The first chance of the game goes their way. Holtzhauser will take the set piece. And flicked away slightly. It's Nathan to Anderson. He's tried again. Nathan across to Bakrami. And then Piquel. Oh, Dubravka can't get to it. Grasshopper Zurich with a shot lead here in the 20th minute. They were just lining up for shots there. Blocked, blocked, blocked. And then it drops to Piquel. And technique. Absolutely brilliant. See, did the keeper get anything on it? The technique is superb. And he did get something on it to Dubravka. Perhaps he should have done better because it almost hit him on the arm past the wrist. He must dive past the ball there. Questions of Dubravka. It was very firmly struck. And we did well enough defensively to block two of the previous attempts on goal of the three. Just unfortunately, the third one found its way through. Rashford, as of yet, hasn't had an opportunity to try and score in this striking role. Nor has Kennedy from the left-hand side. He nearly did there. Max with this delivery and headed away by a defender. Try my best to get an equaliser as soon as possible. Get that down to Philip Max. Got people in the box. That's only going to find Dumbia and headed away. Grasshopper with a 1-0 lead. And so far, looking like they'll be keeping it for the time being. Anderson back there to Bakrami. Nice tackle by Kondogbia. Across to Lavanchi. To Piquel. Out to Jeffren. Ooh, smart save down low. 94% pass accuracy for Grasshopper so far. We're not doing well enough at getting in amongst them and stopping them from playing their passing game. And it has worked well for them so far. You can tell as it works its way around again that they're trying to keep that passing game going. Kondogbia will get this across here. It's taken a big deflection. And it'll be my throw, thankfully. 10 minutes to go till half time. To this point, it's been very obvious that I haven't played FIFA for a week. But hopefully we'll grow into it and get ourselves back on level terms before the end of the game. A draw would be enough, as we mentioned, probably, if the other results go our way, to give us top spot in there to Kondogbia. There's Rashford, and the first time effort is in. Marcus Rashford at striker, game 1. Marcus Rashford, a goal, game 1. Speaking of ones, 1-1. Poor free kick. Philip, down to Rashford. Good touch. Kondogbia, Philip again, a little bit fancy, but Jeffrey Kondogbia finds himself in the box and fires us 2-1 in front. We've turned it around here against Grasshopper Zurich. Certainly growing into the game. The little touch there from Kondogbia was beautiful. Didn't ask him to do anything fancy, just decided he'd like to do it. Thankfully, after making that touch, he then drove forward and continued his run, which was the right thing to do in that situation. And after being 1-0 down after 20 minutes, half an hour later, in game time, we find ourselves in front. We've turned it around, and this will certainly, as things stand, guarantee us top spot in the group and hopefully a more favourable first knockout round game. Nice tackle by Lozano. Inside to Kondogbia. Around the corner there to Kennedy. Rashford will keep the run going. We'll look for him into the space. Marcus Rashford. They dropped off him. And you cannot do that. Rashford at striker is the future. Newcastle 3, Grasshopper Zurich 1. Beautiful finessed effort from Marcus there. In real life this weekend just gone, he thumped one in with a powered effort. Keeper probably should have done better with that IRL. But here, there was nothing the keeper could do about that. He's bent that beautifully. A gorgeous whipped effort into the back of the net. We are in front by a distance. Now, we have a little bit of daylight, and that will be top spot for us. And hopefully, the round of 32 draw will be kind. Back there to Ajeti. Holtzhauser. Barhami again. Dumbia. Holtzhauser. Not really going anywhere at the minute now. Grasshopper Zurich still keeping their high passing accuracy rate up. But whilst it works well for them in the first half, it hasn't done so in the second. I think if they'd have been able to keep their 1-0 lead until half-time, it might have been a completely different game. Thankfully, Marcus Rashford had other ideas, so they weren't able to keep that lead. And as such, after levelling it, we then went to go ahead and extended that lead. And as such, we'll get ourselves, well, at the minute a 3-1, maybe a 3-2. But now that's been cleared away, he says, hopefully a 3-1 win. Nice block. It will be a 3-1 win against Grasshopper Zurich. Delighted with the way that we've been able to turn that round, actually. Marcus Rashford will be staying at striker for the foreseeable future, I believe. Both you guys and myself came to that conclusion independently. And both of us are correct, I believe, in doing exactly that. The boards still hate me, though, for some reason. We're third in the Premier League. Not really too short. I mean, look at the gap that Manchester City have at the top of the table already. That is just ridiculous. 12-point lead at the top of the table after just 14 games. Outrageous. Southampton next for us, though. We'll try Rebic at left mid in this one and see if he does, well, not necessarily better than Kennedy, because Kennedy was still decent. But I will actually rotate slightly for this one. Loftus-Cheek can go in there. I might put, yeah, go on then. Let's throw Jan Roth in it. No, you know what? I'm going to put Toby Mitchell in at cam. Let's put Toby Mitchell in at cam. And we'll give DeAndre Yedlin a start. And since there were some calls for Chilwell to get some game time, we'll throw him in as well. Right, Southampton at home next. Southampton have Gunn in goal, not the obvious option. Sakai at right back, Bednarak, Yoshida and Bertrand as a back four. Four in midfield as well, Ward-Prowse, Romeu, Jack Grealish and Jordan Ayew, with Dwight Gale, formerly of Newcastle, and Andre Carrillo up top. Decent-ish team, but certainly, even perhaps with the original side we had in Season 1, certainly beatable. So one would presume, even with the rotation we've put into effect for this game in Season 3, it should be a pretty straightforward victory for us. And we're 1-0 up already. And it's Ante Rebic on the left-hand side of midfield. Things seem to be working out for us at the minute. That was really, really, really nicely done. Lozano dinks it to the edge of the box. Mitchell brings it down, helps it around the corner. Rebic take a touch and smack. Sorry, Saints. You might be in for a pasting here. Cheek through the gap to Irving Lozano. That was really nicely done. As was that, Rashford. It's just where to go. Toby Mitchell will use the left back. Ben Chilwell driving forward into the space. We use Ruben. He could look for Rashford maybe. It's going to drop to Irving Lozano. Rashford's run confused the defenders. That'll drop to Toby Mitchell, and he's done well to force a corner off Sakai. Kondogbia. Why is Kondogbia take it off? Because Max normally is on them, isn't he? And he's obviously not in the starting lineup for this game. That'll drop to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Just lay that off there to a teammate. It's DeAndre Yedlin. Early ball in from... Oh, Lozano is cleared away. I wasn't sure whether Lozano was offside there when I played that pass. Evidently he wasn't, because players continued. I'll have to remember to change corner taker next time I get one, because I don't want Jeffrey Kondogbia taking them, not when he's got such an aerial presence. Here's DeAndre Yedlin. Lozano's made a great run. And I see Rebic at the back post arriving again. Good block by Ryan Bertrand. Again, the pressure continues on the Southampton goal. Irving Lozano will deliver this one, and nearly dropped to Kondogbia there. That's exactly why we wanted him in the middle. Ward-Prowse knocks that back to Jordan Ayew, and Southampton will clear their lines, but that's all they'll do. And we'll try and put them on the back foot again. Chilwell down the line to Rebic. Lovely ball. Rebic, people in the middle to aim for. Oh, that's a great delivery. Toby Mitchell off the bar. Perhaps I should have gone with a volley rather than... Oh, Kondogbia's first touch. Perhaps I should have gone with a volley rather than the header. Oh, can't quite believe we haven't gone 2-0 up there. What a ball in from Ante Rebic. Lozano with the delivery. Rebic is there with a header. Straight at the keeper. Rashford up top. Rebic wide left. That is the combination that's here to stay. Ward-Prowse to deliver the free kick. Delivers it well. Flicked on by Gale. That's their best chance of the game so far, Southampton. Via a former Newcastle player. And I think the word tame isn't even tame enough for how dangerous that particular opportunity was. They have not threatened at all, Southampton. They have been very, very poor. Rashford. Oh, it will reach Kondogbia. That's got to be a penalty. What a turn. For a big guy, he's somehow been able to turn away from Sakai at a 45-degree angle. That's what I did with my controller. I wasn't overly sure he was actually going to be able to do it, but I saw the defender coming at me. Initially, I wanted to turn and then pass it into Rebic out wide, but I got the turn off. Didn't get the chance to try and play the pass because I got absolutely scythed. Marcus Rashford then, from the penalty spot, to give us maybe a 2-0 lead. Woo! Just off the post, into the back of the net. Newcastle 2, Southampton 0. Marcus Rashford has another from that striking role, although to be fair, doesn't matter, he could have been playing at centre-back or in goal. He still scored from the penalty spot, but I don't care. Rashford makes it 2-0, and we're going to get 3 points in the league to go with our 3 points in the Europa League. All over the top, should be won comfortably by Jamal Lascelles, and is Rebic. Go backwards, actually, and then Chilwell's actually made a brilliant run at left-back. Put that in front, Ante Rebic. Through there, and quickly, and Lozano. That's a really, really nice goal. Playing some slick football now. Took me a while to get going today. Going 1-0 down against Zurich, but I tell you what, we're playing some really nice stuff since going 1-0 down in that game. 6 unreplied goals. Might change against Manchester United, of course, but for now we will enjoy it. 3-0 up here against Southampton, although it is certainly a game we would have expected to win. In there to Zakaria, across to Ante Rebic. Roll the defender. In there to Zakaria, across to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Oh, superb. Angus Gunn with a great save to deny me a fourth. Oh, Rashford's taking the corner, never mind. And, oh my lord, was that Irving Lozano? It's 4-0. I think it was Chucky. Wow. What a header. I don't know where that's come from. Rashford with the ball in, and Chucky, what a leap from the tiny little Mexican. I say that, he's not that small, is he? He's like 5'9", maybe? Yeah, 5'9". I guess it's not too small, but still, that was a hell of a leap. It's 4-0. His 6th goal in the Premier League so far this season. Intercepted by DeAndre Yedlin. Just in time as well. Zakaria across here to Loftus-Cheek. Oof, nearly through. Nearly through, looking for a 5th. Chilwell forward there to Ante Rebic. He will go through there, and Mitchell will look for Rashford, looking for a 5th. I think actually Marcus Rashford was offside. It doesn't matter, because as soon as this ball drops to someone, the referee will blow his final whistle, and indeed he does. 4-0 against Southampton. They are, well, that was a really weak team, and I don't think they're having that good a season either. They certainly were unimpressive at best in that one. We dished out a pasting to them, but will we have a pasting dished out to us against Manchester United? I'm not sure. Southampton are rock bottom of the Premier League and looked it in that game. United are 5th, and if they beat me, will probably go above me on goal difference, providing it's by more than a single goal. So I'm not sure what to expect from this one. We're having a great season. We're in good form. We're sat 2nd, which is best of the rest, really, because Manchester City don't look like they're going to lose any sort of speed at the minute. 38 points from 14 games. The gap is 12. 3 of us on 26. At least 2 on 23, and then 22, 21, 21. So Spurs still trying to chase, but the rest of the top half, very, very close indeed. 3 emails here. Monthly report. 7 days for Irving Lozano. He wants to leave. I'd rather he didn't. Right, Elliot Phillips continuing to grow well. 92 to 90. I cannot wait for him to get 84 ball control. Declan Jackson is just continuous. It's definitely, you guys definitely had the right idea to leave the kids in the youth setup and let them grow, because they grow so much better here than they do when you bring them up and start training them. Simone Bruno, 69 rated now. Looking very, very good indeed. 92 to 94 potential for him. Diogo Neves, I have started to train him. I don't know whether that's actually stunted his growth, although he still is only 15. Felipe Silveira, 88 to 94 potential for him. Brilliant. Brandon Cook, 84 to 90 potential for him. Everyone there looks brilliant. I cannot wait to see how they progress. We'll move into the 5th of December 2020, and we'll now go and play Manchester United at Old Trafford. Right then, Manchester United starting 11. David De Gea in goal. Dalot, Bailly, Smalling and Marcus Alonso at left back. Pogba, Matic and Fred in the midfield. Then Chong, Lukaku and Sanchez. What a hairdo. I don't know who that is, Chong. You guys might know, might be a Manchester United youngster. I've absolutely no idea who he is. We'll wait and see if he's any good. Pogba, out to Fred. Okay, little back heel to Nemanja Matic. Uncalled for, but fair play. Forward to Lukaku. Out to Alexis Sanchez. Alexis with the delivery. Pogba's there, as is Dubravka. Well, that certainly, you would have thought, a sign of things to come. United on the front foot. Great ball in. Draxler can't keep hold of that header, Paul Pogba. Pogba already dictating this game in the early stages. And United playing some really nice football too. Matic to Fred. Back there to Dalot. Pogba again involved heavily. Alexis picked off by Julian Draxler, thankfully. Rashford playing against his former team, of course. And if I... Oh no, it did just have enough pace on it. And there's Rashford. And Toby Mitchell out wide. Oh, Marcus Alonso got there. Corner. Philip Max back in the starting lineup, so back on corner duty. Good delivery. Rashford with a header, good save. De Gea. This might be quite the game of football. Max with another delivery. Kondogbia up. Oh, and Rebic was waiting for it at the back post if Chong hadn't been in the way. So far, this has been a stunning game of football at Old Trafford, and the ball just won't go in. I don't know how that stayed out. Max with the throw. Toby Mitchell. There's the cross. Rebic at the back post. Dalot wins the header and away via Matic and Smalling. Lukaku stumbling, I think is probably the best way to phrase that. Not really too sure what happened to him there. Rebic. Round the corner to Max. Max into the middle. Oh, I can't get there. What a game of football this has been in the opening 20 minutes. Chong kicks it against Kondogbia. He's quite quick, Chong. I just had a look to see who he was. He's a young player at Manchester United. Oh, that's not fallen well for me. That's a pacey left winger. And yes, his hair is like that in real life as well. As you would expect, I guess, from his FIFA character. Although they don't necessarily always get people's hair correct on FIFA. But still, certainly Chong's hair looks like that IRL. But he's playing right mid in this one, or right wing. And he's by default a left winger. Win that Rebic, he can't. It was Matic, I suppose. Pogba back to Matic. Has been known to hit the odd banger from distance. Marcos Alonso has a good left foot too. But Alexis with the delivery and Max heads away. As far as Matic, Pogba, he can bang him too. Looking for Fred. Oh, Dubravka kills it dead underneath him and then picks up the ball as it's squirming around in between his arms and legs. How there hasn't been 3 goals in this game already, I'm not entirely too sure. Is Romelu Lukaku. End-to-end stuff. Absolutely relentless game of football here against Manchester United at Old Trafford. Neither side giving the other a split second to catch a breath. 86% pass accuracy for United is decent. Not as good as it could potentially be. 78 for me is certainly not good enough. Here's Fred. We all held our breath there, waiting for a penalty to be given. Thankfully, one wasn't. Kondogbia out looking for Rebic. Rashford is down the line. Dalot is with me. Get it in there looking for Rashford. Kondogbia is loving getting forward from midfield at the minute, but unfortunately on this occasion, it's not going to work for me. 10 minutes to go till half time. The game has been breathless. The commentary has been pretty much breathless. I've barely had a chance to pause and take breath myself in between everything that's been going on the pitch. Marcos Alonso will turn well. Toby Mitchell gets involved, but it's going to squirm free. And we will get to that first there with Maximilian Philip, who's been very quiet today, actually, Maximilian Philip. Not much to do for him so far in any of the games at all, to be completely honest. Bit of a bystander. Everyone else, though, in the side, heavily involved in all 3 games. And this one is still non-stop. Incredible game of football. And Rashford gets in there. And if we can find the man at the back post, Rebic could have given us a 1-0 lead at the end of the first half. As it happens, that's a very good ball looking for Romelu Lukaku, who will churn those legs and get to it. But Jamal Lascelles defends well, but not well enough, because apparently he did it illegally. And now it's a free kick for Manchester United. Will the first half end with a goal? Pogba delivers the ball in. Chong's underneath it. Maximilian Philip involved defensively. And there's the half-time whistle. I get a break. The players get a break. Wow. Pogba. Inside there to Nemanja Matic. Fred. Lukaku out to Alexis Sanchez. Fred again. Please no. Thank you, Jamal. They've taken Chong off and brought on Malcolm. So they're certainly stronger out on this right-hand side of their midfield now. Draxler, that was good footwork. Oh, space, please. Toby Mitchell's in behind. The youngster, 77 rated now. Toby Mitchell at Old Trafford gives Newcastle United a 1-0 lead. Toby Mitchell, our five-star youngster, has been growing superbly well off the pitch and performing incredibly well on it. A couple of assists for him today. And now a goal as well, and it could be a massively important one in the scale of this fixture. Just before the half-time whistle, sorry, just before the hour mark, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. It was only a matter of time before a goal did go in, but no one could have predicted who would have been the team to score that goal. And I'm sure none of you would have said it would have been Toby Mitchell that scored it. But it was the youngster. And he's involved again here, although he could still get himself involved. Looking for Rebic, headed away, only as far as Jeffrey Kondogbia. Draxler. Oh, I see around the corner, but Philip can't get to it. A second would kill it off, but at just 1-0, the game most certainly is still heavily in the balance.
Good work, really, to read the intention of the pass.
Given away. Rebic looks for Rashford. Oh, that first touch. Hasn't killed the move though, and we will get it to Mitchell. Early into the middle. Whoa, bye! Bye. Very nearly into the back of his own net. Martial on for United as they throw another very, very capable professional footballer onto the pitch. As if they didn't have enough world-class players on there already. Now Martial has joined the party. Rebic. There to Kondogbia with a throw back. There to Draxler. Wan-Bissaka. Draxler held back nicely there, and that opened up the space to be able to get the ball to Kondogbia, although it was deflected. Toby Mitchell quickly into Rashford. Turns well. It hit Philip on its way towards goal, although I think it had already taken a deflection off the Manchester United defender. I'm contemplating making a change, but at the same time, I don't want to rock the boat, so to speak. Everybody that's on the field at the minute has played particularly well to put us into the position where we are right now, although I might firm up with a change in defensive midfield. Bring on Zakaria for Julian Draxler and have both Kondogbia and Zakaria on the field at the same time. Flip across here to Draxler. We'll use Wan-Bissaka. Mitchell's gone again, and again, not picked up by the Manchester United backline. Oh, delicious cross that won't find a teammate. There's only 5 minutes to go now. We will make that change. Zakaria will come on. Oh, let's bring Kennedy on for Rebic as well on that left-hand side. And for time being, with 5 minutes to go, we'll see if we can hold on to this 1-0 lead. Manchester United aren't doing themselves any favours, though, if they're going to be gifting me possession back like that. Lovely touch from Draxler to get away from Pogba. Julian in again. There's Toby Mitchell. Lovely little fake Rabona. Oh, nearly got the shot away. Is it a coming of age for young Toby Mitchell? We're not sure. He might well have earned himself the man of the match trophy with the performance. Definitely the... Oh, is he though actually the man of the episode? Because Marcus Rashford has done brilliantly too. He's certainly played very, very well in all 3 games, or all of the opportunities that he's had on the pitch. Toby Mitchell started the last one at Cam, started this one on the right hand side of midfield, and been effective. That was one hell of a game of football that I thoroughly enjoyed. I think even if I'd lost that, I still probably would have enjoyed it. But obviously winning it makes it taste all the sweeter. Shocks as Manchester City get another victory. Kennedy's starting to be slightly worried about not playing every game. But it's okay. You'll get the start in the next one against Besiktas. And he'll probably play against Burnley or Palace. Actually, he'll probably play against Palace if he's going to start against Besiktas. And then we'll be just one day away from the January transfer window. We'll have a quick train before the end of the episode though, as we say thank you very much for watching. As always, do drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. There'll be another episode tomorrow, of course, as always, and a My Player tomorrow too, as the normal schedule is resumed now that I'm back home. But for now, thank you very much for watching today, and I'll see you tomorrow.